Hi guys, I've got another video for you, and this one is my setting powders collection. So these are the types of things that I use to set my concealer, my foundation, and I don't generally put it all over my face, but generally just in spots where I use concealer. So, and these are, most of them I would say are pretty mature skin friendly. So, or if you have dry skin, a lot of these are really good choices for that. And I just like that in general. I've never met a concealer that doesn't settle into fine lines just slightly. So it's nice when you don't have a powder on top of that, adding more makeup setting into creases and stuff. So um, I'm going to go through my collection and then tell you the ones that I love and tell you the ones that I don't. So, first one is the Wet n Wild's Coverall concealer. This is the, setting powder. This is the pressed powder in the shade Light, and that is the color that I use. And I've talked about this quite a few times, and it's something that I'm actually wearing today, and I do like it. And this color is a pretty good match. Um, so this one's a great one. Also, pretty finely milled, so really nice. Doesn't really settle into your, lines or anything like that. The next one is the Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. This one is 130 is the color, but I think this one is a hair too dark for me. And I'll just show you the color, and I'll compare it if I can to the Wet n Wild's. And let's see here. So if you could see, this one is just a little bit darker. I don't know, somehow it's, you can't really see on camera that there's such a difference, but you know, I can tell when I'm applying it that it's like not as brightening as I'd want it to be. Although, like, I just use it to kind of, I want some color in it. Some people go really light with their setting powders. I want just a little bit of balancing because the concealer I usually use is pretty yellow toned. Um, so that's kind of what I do. I bought this online. It's kind of hard to get a color match. So that's kind of why um, this one is a little darker than I want. So I don't know if I have to go 125, like what shade would be. But I really like the formula on this. It's also very finely milled, really nice. So that's the only reason why I haven't been reaching for it much. Um, and then another one that I really, really love is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. And this is the Perfecting Loose Powder in the shade Light. So I think they have like a few different ones. I actually also had the translucent, which actually I don't have with me right here. It's in another room, but it's the same packaging, same formulation. It's just actually it's a little bit more sheer, so that hence the name translucent. I prefer this one, and it does have a little bit of color. So let me see if I can. So here's kind of what the color is. Maybe not this dark. Let's see if I can. So it's close to my skin tone. So the only reason why I don't reach for this as often, even though it's extremely finely milled, it's really, really a nice product. I mean, considering it's a drugstore product, is because of the packaging that it's like it's a loose powder. So, to me, that's a little inconvenient, and I tend to get things all over the place when they're not pressed. So that's just me. But I should say this one is a little hard to find. This one is available at Walmart only, as far as I know. I'm not sure if you can buy it off of L'Oreal's website, If I didn't say, this is L'Oreal, but this is. And I have only seen it on Walmart's website. I haven't even seen it in stores. So kind of hard to get, but I was told about this product by Emily Noel, 83. So thank you, Emily. I do love this product a lot. It's just, not as convenient as something that's pressed and easy to get to. The next one that I want to talk about is this Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. Now, I just want to show you, this is not the shade that I use, because it's a little dark, that it has this imprint of a crown on it, as most of the Rimmel products do. But, because the one that I'm going to show you, which is my shade, is, so, I mean, as you can see, like, when I first started buying them, I thought, oh, maybe I want something darker in the summer, but I really wanted more brightening under the eyes. So the shade that I like to use is the shade 003 Natural. And this is the one. The only reason why I don't use this nowadays is because it has octinoxate in it, which I'm sensitive to. So I stopped using it. But otherwise, I would have totally kept using it. Love this stuff. It's a little bit more of an opaque type of consistency. It's not as finely milled as the other ones I just spoke about, but still not heavy or anything like that. You just maybe need a slightly lighter hand than the other ones that I spoke about, because those you could kind of layer on a little better without any consequence, but that one would probably start to look powdery if you start to layer it on. And then I've got some products that I'm not so crazy about, which I won't be using any longer, but is the e.l.f. Mineral Pearls. This one is called the Skin Balancing one. Now, and it's got this cute little puff, just like the L'Oreal one had, and this one has this little loop to stick your fingers, so it's kind of convenient. You can stick your fingers in, and I don't use this puff. And I thought, it was supposed to be kind of like a dupe for the Guerlain Meteorite Pearls, so I thought, oh, that would be cool. And it's got like these different colors. I can't really tip it really high because it'll just spill out of the jar, but as you could see, there's like, kind of blue, green, lilac, white, gold, different pearls in here. And you kind of can use like a powder brush to kind of dust it on your face. But I found that as a setting powder, this didn't work out for me because I found it too drying and it settled into fine lines, so nobody likes that. I tried using it as a highlight as well, and that didn't work out either. So this is kind of a miss for me. But on the other hand, they do make another shade, which is called Natural, which is more of a bronzy type of shade. So same packaging, and then this one has different color browns, golden browns, some white in there. And this one has a little bit of sheen in it, and you can, kind of use it as an all-over kind of a face product, but I wouldn't set my makeup with it, but it kind of gives a little bit of a glow to your face. Not anything huge, kind of natural, but that one I do like, not as a setting powder. The last one I want to talk about is the Makeup Forever HD. It's the high definition powder. Now this one is another one that's like, a loose powder, and I just didn't like this one. I don't know. I was very surprised because it was Makeup Forever, but I got this as a sample in some sort of a bonus thing from Sephora. I think when I used my points. So this was in there, and I tried it out, and it was just settling into my fine lines. So I was like, no, no, no. But I usually tend to get something with a tint in it anyway, even if it's a lighter color, just so that I can kind of counteract if I used anything kind of yellow based under my eyes, so it kind of evens out a little bit. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can follow me on Facebook at Yeah For Real Beauty for any updates. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Take care.